G'day, TT here from Teacher Forward, and welcome to the first vlog of the new financial year. The last vlog I did was talking to you about how to prepare yourself for the new financial year, and I talked about 5 things that you should do in those last week, 2 or month of the last financial year, and they were: update your clarity plan, update your cash flows, update your strategic plan, put as much money into super as you can if you've got the money, and book your holidays in first. So now you've got the plan. Now we've got to actually take that plan that's really at a strategic level and bring it back down into operational level. So the 2 things we do for that is set up the meeting rhythms and set up the accountability structure. So let me talk about the meeting rhythms first. So the way I look at it is that you've got a board and who gets the CEO to operate, and the CEO then has a team that they've got to really, grow them and have them really focused and hitting the targets that they're setting in their cash flow projections. So every Monday morning, which is what most businesses do to set the week up perfectly, they have what I call black meetings. Now, black meetings means that they're immovable. They happen every single week, no matter what. No client meetings, nothing else gets in those ways. You have them every single week, and they can look like a CEO meeting with the department heads of your business. They could look like you meeting with the whole team. They could look like you meeting or your department heads meeting with their team. Whatever it is, make sure you know which meetings you need, and make sure you put them into the calendar every single week for the whole year. Okay, so they're in there. They can't be moved every single week, so that you have continuity, so that you have consistency, so that people know what to expect, so that the leader knows that they have a forum in which to communicate, give updates, hold to account, support, and grow people consistently. Really, really important. The second thing is actually in terms of what the accountability structure looks like. So what I typically do with any of these meetings, I use the 3 main points. So the first main point is what were the 3 things you said you were going to do last week, and how did you go against them? The second part is, what support do you need? You might have not hit all your targets last week, and some things have come up that you're struggling with. So what support do you need? So have the conversation. The third thing is really, hey, what are you going to focus on next week? Now, obviously, if you've set 12-month targets, and if you're prudent, you look at quarterly and you break it down to monthly, your cash flows will break it down into weekly. When different members of your team say they're going to achieve X, Y, Z for that week, you'll know very quickly if they're on or off track to the plan. And so you can then say, hey, hang on, what you're setting out to do, what are you referencing that against? I need you to achieve this, and you can get aligned. If you do this every single week for the year, you won't have any one of your team members going way off track. You'll be able to support them, nurture them, care for them, appreciate them, acknowledge them, so that you get the results in your business that you want. You get to grow them. They get to know you, like you, trust you, appreciate you, and they feel that you care about them. And the whole business, the whole culture, the community starts to really achieve the results of the business. No point going and doing the planning if you're then not going to put the meeting rhythms in place and then put the accountability structures in place. If people go out of whack, or people don't hit their results 2 or 3 weeks in a row, you hold them to account to it and say, hang on, what is your commitment here? Now, if you catch it at 3 weeks versus 3 months or 12 months, you can do something about it. It's really important to be proactive and not reactive. Business success is not achieved by doing one great thing or a massive big thing. It's a matter of doing little things consistently, habitually, over a period of time. So I feel that these 2 things is what you should focus on now for the next week or 2 to make sure that your business hits your cash flow projections, hits your strategic plan outcomes, so that your clarity plan naturally happens. Good luck with it, and I'll see you in the next video next week.